Just made the 30-mile trip with no intermediate pipe and no intercooler pipe. As you can see, the turbo's throwing oil everywhere. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's scraping right down in there. You see it wallering out. So, yeah, that sucks. Well, I got some bad news. The old HX35 decided to quit after 460,000 miles on the truck. I was doing a load of hay and it quit right about I was going to start coming up a hill, and had to pull over and have someone come rescue me. Now I'm driving the truck home from Decatur. It's about 30 miles to my house from here. But I have the HX35 completely taken apart from the HX55. The intermediate pipe and the intercooler pipe are taken off the truck, and I've got just the intercooler open, and that's how I'm driving home. And about 55, 60 is about as fast as I want to drive. But as you can see, no boost, and EGTs are pretty hot just driving anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna have a video about the new turbo going on. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but anyways, been not a very good day. Had 25 bales on the trailer, weighing about 26,000 pounds, and turbo decided to go. If y'all want to know what a Cummins 12 valve runs like with no turbo, you can hear how bad it sounds. The HX35 finally quit after 460,000 miles on me. I'm already at 1,000 EGTs. Now, I did drive the truck home with no air filter because I drove it home with an open intercooler, but I felt that was safer than risking the compressor wheel going through the intercooler and through the engine. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Well, it's the day after yesterday when the turbo blew up on my truck. Got Old Faithful here. It's my dad's 06 3500 dually. It's got the common rail Cummins with the 48 RE automatic. Coming to the rescue. Now this is a lot heavier load than it looks. Those bales are about 1050 a piece, and there's 25 of them. And the trailer weighs 8,500. Gotta go 70 miles to get it where I gotta go. And then we need to start figuring out what we're gonna do about the turbo on my truck. But we'll get to it. Now, I don't wanna talk bad about Dodge automatics, but well, I'm just gonna talk bad about them. They absolutely suck. I'm in first gear. Don't pay attention to the RPM gauge, it hasn't ever worked. But it just feels like I'm just turning on a rubber band and the truck doesn't really ever go anywhere. So now we're in second finally. And I'm pretty much to the floor, coming up a little bitty hill, and it just ain't got nothing. I just don't understand why it's got to be so sluggish. Now I'm finally cresting the hill and I'm in third locked. And by the way, when it shifts, it unlocks the torque converter and then locks it back. It just makes no sense. It's like, how much can we tear the transmission up between shifts? They just tried to do it as much as they could. I don't know. But the engine's got the power. It's just the transmission just can't get it put to the ground good enough. But this truck handles the load okay. It stops, and this truck has airbags on it, so it actually handles the weight a little bit better than mine does. But look at that. Just nowhere. See, my truck would be locked in first gear right now, and then it would be in second locked, and this one is just doing everything it can just to burn the damn transmission up. I don't understand. And then this engine runs really, really hot. I mean, that's like 210 right now. And it doesn't downshift for you. I don't know, I just can't stand it. Just the engineering behind a Dodge automatic and these third gens was just awful. Here we go again. All right, see, we're on flat road. It's just gonna take forever to get going. And that's the fan clutch squealing if you can't hear it. Still hasn't shifted. Oh, finally. Still no locked torque converter. And that's balls to the walls, boys. Finally letting off the throttle just to get it to shift. And then we got to come to another stop because of the damn stoplight. Here we go. We're going to get up to full speed this time. Let's see how long it takes. And mind y'all know how my truck drives. So this is just killing me to be in a truck that's just this bad at towing. I mean, don't get me wrong, this truck has been damn good. It's got 260,000 miles on it. And it's pulled every bit of the weight that I pull with mine, but just doesn't do it nearly as good. And it's already had a transmission put in it. So look, it's just stuck at 35 mile an hour until I get on top of this hill. The engine temp's creeping up, as you can see. Come on, any day now. Still in second gear, it just won't get out of it. Got to back off the throttle. Got it to shift into third lock. Now that's foot to the floor, boys. And it's about 27,000 pounds of hay and then an 8,000 pound trailer. I mean, it's heavy. I'm grossing around 40,000, but just compared to my truck, this damn thing just ain't got no balls at all. So now we're in overdrive and just lugging and lugging and lugging, and it'll stay here until I either take it out of tow haul just to get it out of overdrive, or we slow down below 50. All right, guys. An hour later, we've got through Decatur, and now we're on the back side of Weatherford, about to get on I-20 here. Had to stop off and get me some fuel. So for 20 miles, I burned through a quarter plus an eighth of a tank. That's how bad a fuel mileage this truck gets loaded. Empty, it gets about 18 or 19. But as soon as you put a trailer on it, just because of the way the transmission is, it's just awful. But we're gonna get on the interstate here and see how she does. As you can see, comes off the hill here, and then the on-ramp, and then it's a slight uphill for another half mile or so till we level out. So it'll stay locked in third till we get on the other side of the hill here. But I can run probably 55, 60 in third. It'll ramp out the RPMs pretty good. That's one thing about the common rail, it does like the higher RPM a lot more than my truck does. But got about another 25 miles to go. It's been a long trip, been slow, but all in all, it has not really been too bad. We're doing 60 here. It is not going to maintain 60 coming up this next big hill. We still got the hay on board. I will never underestimate the way my truck pulls, because it is by far night and day difference by the way this one pulls. So I got up to 65 coming downhill, and now we're about to start the uphill. But once you get up, if you ever get over 65, it will stay above it, but as soon as you get below it, it just loses all power and just wants a downshift to get really high up in the RPM. But see, we're already slowing down, starting to climb this hill. My foot's to the floor. There it goes right there. Downshifted. Foot to the floor. 60. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Under 60. 55. My truck would be doing 65 up this hill and never get out of fifth gear. And I have no idea what the EGTs or boost or anything is. This truck doesn't have no gauges on it. Alright, we crest the hill. Now we're going to pick up speed again. But that was floored. Engine temps come up about 220. But now we're gonna be okay for a little bit. It's flat for 5 miles or so. Then we got another decent sized hill. Here we go, up another hill here. And there goes downshift. Boy, when it downshifts though, it sure does get up there. But I was doing 70 when I started this hill. Now I'm almost to 60. Come on. Barely touched 60 mile an hour. We're gonna crest the hill here. I mean, the truck does it, and it's all right, but it's just, I feel like I'm working the truck way too hard. Like getting it up in the RPM like that, and the transmission having to constantly downshift just to get up these hills, I feel like it's just a lot of extra work being done that is unnecessary, that my truck doesn't have to do. Granted, in my truck, I am working the turbos really hard, but that's what they were designed to do. And the one just finally let go, but I can't really blame it for almost 500,000 miles. But we're getting it done. I'm gonna have another hill here. Back off of it here a little bit. You can see that it likes to keep that engine temp real hot, because that transmission, I'm sure, is a little toasty, but I can't see it. The last stop and hill before I'm to where I gotta go, and this one's a doozy, right on getting on 281 off I-20, and this one's gonna be a little tough. Then after we make it to the top of this hill, we're pretty much where we're going. But moral of the story is, I'm really upset that my truck is down right now, because towing with it is so much easier than towing with this truck, and this is my only option right now until I get a new turbo. And yeah, just makes me really happy with the way that mine tows. But what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to find a 62, 65 wastegated turbo to replace the stock HX35 on mine. I found a few, I just don't know which one I want to go with yet. I don't know if I want to go with the Tater-built 62, 65 HX35. Black Market Performance has a good 62, 64 HX35. And then Smedding Diesel down here in Texas has quite a few turbos, but they're not HX35s, they're S300 based turbos. So I'm going through my head and seeing on what I want to do, and then from there we'll get everything put back together. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and redo my intercooler piping and intermediate pipe. Be a good time to do it. And then I've got 2 little small boost leaks on my twin feed intake pipe we're going to fix at the same time, and hopefully get everything painted. So it'll be a good change of pace for the truck, and hopefully it'll run a whole lot better than it already does. Anyways, we're still going up the hill, and yeah, haven't even hit 45 mile an hour yet. So come on. I don't know what gear we're in. I'm sure we're in third. Not sure at all. Oh, now we're in third. That was second unlocked. Now we're in third locked. Whew. And the engine temp creeped up pretty good there. I've only got 20 miles and burned 1/8 of a tank. Come on, come on. Yeah, just a big difference from pulling with my truck, I'll tell you that. A's still there. Haven't hit the top of the hill yet. We're gonna have to turn left right up here, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and things a little bit different than towing with my truck, but it still got the job done. Next video, we'll get to disassembling my truck and talk about the new turbo that's going on it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed.